I've got to work out how to do microphone and notes. This will be a challenge. So my name's Sandy Thomson. I'm artistic director of Poorboy Theatre. The company is based in London, New York, and Auchmithie. I'm a theatre designer, a theatre director, a playwright, and I guess an engineer of live experiences. And I want to talk tonight about something that seemed very pertinent just now and is very pertinent to the work that we make. And it involves me asking all my balloon people to throw the balloons so that everyone else keep them up in the air. So balloon people, can you throw them into the audience? Please keep these balloons in the air while I'm talking. Everybody. There's one in every section of the audience. So, I know you're wondering what you're doing. Stick with it. You're doing so well. So yes, we are keeping the balloons in the air, but the other thing that we're doing right now as a collective is that we are fulfilling a common goal and we are collaborating. Collaborating matters enormously to me in the work that I make. You're doing so well. You're doing so, look really committed at the back. Who had wine? It doesn't matter if the task is keeping balloons in the air, if it's sharing a flat together, or if it's a bunch of artists making a creative work. The thing that matters is a good, enjoyable, productive collaboration. You can let them hit the deck now. Well done. Plan. I've done a lot of different collaborations, and some have worked really well, and some of them have failed miserably. And this is what I've learned from some of both the successes and the failures. Seems to me that a successful collaboration results in both the achievement of the aim, but also the enrichment of everyone who takes part. And a real collaboration has the fingerprints of every artist involved all over it. It's the difference between, hey, you and me should totally share a flat together, as opposed to flatmate wanted must love freeform jazz. So it's important to check if you are actually intending to collaborate, or if in fact the job is to fulfill a remit inside somebody else's work, because there's problems if you get that wrong. Please don't wash your underwear in the kitchen sink. In other words, know your deal breakers. In a collaboration, be clear about what they are, because respecting each other is vital, so draw lines and let people know what's okay and what's not. How long is the lease? I mean, collaboration works best when you commit and you stay in it and you're not mentally standing with one foot outside the door. So know the parameters. You can't make good stuff unless you're present. So work out what you need to be present and then do that. No, it's totally fine if your boyfriend stays over when mine's just broken up with me. It's fine. Don't be a martyr. Be brave, be generous. Venturing creative ideas in front of other people can be really frightening. Seeing them rejected can be really sore. It takes guts and largesse and a sense of humour to collaborate well. Fortunately for me, these are the guys I largely collaborate with, dressed as elves. This is the Poorboy Ensemble. Or sometimes our collaboration is that the work is made by one artist and the collaboration is with the audience at the point of contact, the point of delivery. Every audience is different. That's what makes every experience unique, their participation. We created Falling for the first season of the National Theatre of Scotland, and it took 10 people a night on a journey across Glasgow in the company of a guy that thinks he's Lucifer, who's being chased by a gang of kids in hoodies who may or may not be the archangels on BMX bikes. The audience walked and ran the streets. They got subway trains, they broke out of emergency exits, they broke into offices. At one point they were kidnapped and put in a blacked out van. Every night, the audience and the public on the streets responded differently. On a rainy Tuesday, Glasgow was like a film set. On St. Patrick's night, it was like dancing with a drunk bear holding a flick knife. It felt so dangerous. Blood and Roses, on the other hand, is an audio play and a soundtrack that's downloadable, and it never changes. But it's linked to a self-guided walk around a city. So it's still different every time because the person and the city and the weather all change every time. This is 2 a.m. at the Glasgow Film Festival Gala, and Joss Whedon's in that building, so everybody's very excited. We're creating Promenade Shakespeare all through the party. This is Ophelia sounding off to Hamlet. Now, neither the actress or I expected a drunk girl in our very drunk audience to take Ophelia's side while Hamlet's yelling at her to get to a nunnery. We certainly didn't expect her friends to join in, shouting at Hamlet, cuddling Ophelia, and we didn't expect their boyfriends to take his side until the whole room was divided. And away and work, you gobby wee shite ye, is my favourite response to a Shakespeare scene ever. Unlikely as it may sound, we're now working with Dr. Toby Malone at the Waterloo University in Canada to examine Shakespearean text and audience interactivity and performance. I am absolutely planning to quote the way I work girl because I think she has a point. Our current work is Pirates and Mermaids. I created that in collaboration with artistic associate and actor Jeremiah Reynolds, who trained here and then his visa ran out and now he lives in New York. Being in different places, we wrote the play using G-Docs, Skype, voice messages, and we made a series of site-specific writing exercises that pinged him all over New York City while we were writing the script. The resultant show, I guess, is a love story to both Scotland and America. It played at the Fringe this year and it was nominated for a stage award. We're pretty chuffed about that. And its audience are fed sweets. They write a postcard to somebody they love and then they post it. Like all our work, I guess it recognises that if an audience are going to collaborate with us, we have to make it fun for them to do so, because that's what makes every performance unique. It's touring America and the UK in 2014. It's at Dundee Rep on the 8th and the 9th of April, and if you would like to come along, we'd certainly love to collaborate with you. But if you'd like to collaborate with the company in another way, then please do get in touch. So there's one more thing I want to talk about. There's one thing that you have to collaborate, and I found out a while ago that one thing, confidence, comes from the Latin confidis, which means with faith. So unbelievably, I am leaving you with a quote from George Michael. If you want to collaborate well, you just got to have faith.